As this process has progressed, however, we have become increasingly alarmed over an economy in steep decline, coupled with the Senator's burdensome debt and its day-to-day struggles to remain in operation. These factors have stalled our plans to transition to nonprofit community ownership and operation, and at this critical juncture, the Senator is facing imminent closure. Simply put, the downturn in our economy is acting as a virulent flu that can sicken the healthy, but kill those already weakened. Today we have brought individuals and organizations together who are all concerned about the theater's uncertain future in an effort to alert those with a vested interest in averting a shutdown of the theater, which we feel will trigger a rapid cascade of negative consequences. On the other hand, we are also acutely aware that the recent dramatic downturn in the nation's economy has exacerbated the challenges faced by all, particularly our city and state government. The stark economic realities are such that scarce resources must be carefully allotted in ways that best serve the citizens of Baltimore and Maryland. In that light, we request commitment from our city and state economic development agencies to join together with our community leaders and historic preservation advocates to quickly determine how to prevent a shutdown of the Senator Theater as it transitions to nonprofit ownership and operation. Failure to act decisively will result in an abrupt shutdown of the Senator, sparking an explosive situation with an array of negative consequences that will echo far beyond North Baltimore to the detriment of all. The substantial investment of millions in public dollars in the redevelopment of Belvedere Square is also at risk if the Senator were to close its doors in this economy, even for a short period of time. Apart from the loss of foot traffic that the Senator regularly generates, the psychological impact on area consumers would be detrimental, and we fear that other irreversible economic losses to the city and its citizens may compound in ways that will only become apparent in hindsight. To help ensure that the show will go on at the Senator, we've shared our concerns with the city and state representatives, the area community groups, umbrella organizations, historic preservation organizations, and key individuals' concerns that we reiterate today. As with our economy, the theater is a sick patient that needs rapid stabilization to ensure that we do not lose the Senator at this pivotal point in time. The time to act is now, and we ask for your proactive help by contacting your city and state representatives to alert them of this issue and encourage them to join with our community to seek a timely solution. Please let them know that when theaters as significant as the Senator have gone dark in other locales and the citizens clamored for them to be reopened, they have found to their dismay that there are often enormous challenges in reanimating the corpse of a shuttered historic theater. In many instances, the primary damage is done, and the costs have become exponentially higher, and the economic losses to the extended community are significantly greater than the missed opportunity for an economic stitch in time to keep the theater in operation. Today we find ourselves at a critical crossroads for this magnificent, irreplaceable institution. It either remains in day-to-day operation and evolves into a stable, community-owned and operated historic facility, or we will soon watch it disappear from our American tapestry. I want to ensure that a key factor does not get lost under the current dire circumstances, and that is, the Senator Theater is indeed in an extremely perilous position at the moment. That does not, however, make it a lost cause. In fact, the Senator has a bright potential future ahead, even in these difficult economic times, but it must remain in operation, and attention must be paid for that bright future to come to fruition. I also want to clarify that this is not a please send us money to reach a specific dollar amount public plea. It is not. The logistics of this situation, are more complex than that. It is instead a call to action appeal for our city and state leaders and other interested parties to commit to helping formulate a prompt action plan for once and for all to secure the Senator's vibrant, community-owned, nonprofit future. Now, with that said, if there's a potential angel or two out there, who may want to get their wings and possess the resources to step in and ensure that the Senator remains in operation as Baltimore's premier showplace, then by all means come forward. We've got a special place of reverence in Charm City Heaven waiting for you. If you are a well-heeled lover of classic films and classic theaters, then we will rendezvous with you in Canton at Rick's Cafe, because this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. If you are a wealthy Star Wars fan like Will Smith, then please be aware that the Rebel base is under attack, and you may be our only hope. Above all, we must pull together to ensure that Baltimore's historic Senator Theater is kept operating and assisted in its transition to become the People's Theater, one that all citizens and historic theater lovers across the nation can look upon with pride. So those are my prepared remarks. There's some, I'd like to introduce some folks up here that want to say a few words, and then